Hi, I'm Marlene Peterson, president of BAAH Center for Artful Living and Libraries of Hope, and finder of the Well-Educated Heart philosophy of learning. I saw a meme the other day. Aren't you terrified of what 2024 could be like? Everything is so messed up. I think it will bring flowers. Yes, why? Because I'm planting them. You are invited to come plant flowers with us in our BAAH at Home community. While many of us will plant actual flowers, what we are really planting are seeds of thoughts and ideas that will bring more hope and goodness into the world. We are growing a community of families who seek to preserve a culture of faith, freedom, and family, and a love of the good, the true, and the beautiful. BAAH means beautiful soul, and we are all about growing beautiful souls. We do our work primarily through stories, poetry, music, and fine art, and love. Nature is our most important classroom. To learn more, a good place to start is to go through our free Catch the Vision course at librariesofhope.com. But you don't have to finish it before joining us in our BAAH at Home community, where you can continue going through it. We believe mothers are divinely endowed with gifts of nurturance. Mother love works magic for humanity. In the olden days, there were many mother helpers to support the mother in her work. Today, mothers often work in isolation, bearing the full load of child rearing. BAAH at Home seeks to lighten that load by bringing in some helpers. But none of them can, nor should they replace a mother's heart and personality. They are there to help. But you are in charge. Adapt what is being offered to the circumstances and need of your own family. Many of you have been trying to implement the Well-Educated Heart philosophy of learning into your homes, but have felt a need for additional guidance and support. BAAH at Home provides that. The guiding objectives of BAAH at Home can be remembered through arts. A. Form habits of attention. R. Build relationships and connections. T. Gather treasures into the heart. And S. Strengthen home and family. Now imagine we are about to embark on an adventure, a tour of the whole world. But we won't be making a trip on a jet plane. Rather, we will climb aboard a little train that leisurely meanders through the countryside. We're not in a hurry at all. It is a journey and not a destination. Our little train will stop at inspiration stations along the way that will give us ideas of how to learn about the places we are traveling through. Sometimes we will spend a little time in an art museum. Other times we will take in a symphony orchestra or join in singing folk songs with the locals. Maybe we'll learn of some out-of-the-way place we want to visit next time we stop by. Or take time to eat a meal with a great soul we have been introduced to. Sometimes the local people will invite us into their homes and share their traditions with us, and food they love and the crafts they enjoy making. Maybe they'll even invite us to dance with them. How many things we do is entirely up to us. Sometimes we will take in a lot. Sometimes we may only be able to do a little, but it's okay because we'll pass through the same countryside every year, year after year, year after year, maybe even for a whole lifetime. Each time the people and places will become more familiar. We will look forward to returning to our friends we have made and eagerly look forward to meeting new ones. Along the way, we will learn the stories of their history, visit their landmarks, read their literature and poetry, meet their epic heroes, enjoy their fairy tales and myths. We will take in all of the beauties of their countries and appreciate the gifts they have added to the culture of our world. Over time, we will fall in love with our wonderful world and, more importantly, its people. Robert Louis Stevenson reminds us, "The world is so full of a number of things, I'm sure we should all be as happy as kings." We will also travel through the world of nature, the stars, the rocks, the rivers and seas, the plants and trees and creepy-crawly things, and birds and animals of all kinds. They all have lessons to teach us, and through our habits of attention, they will begin to unfold their mysteries to us. Orison Swett Marden tells us the whole world is full of unworked joy mines. Everywhere we go, we find all sorts of happiness-producing material, if we know how to extract it. So the first objective of BAAH at Home offers you ways to help your children and yourself develop habits of attention that will enable us to extract all that happiness-producing material. The wonders of the world will remain locked to the child who has no eyes to see with, nor ears to hear, nor a desire to seek. John Muir Laws, an internationally acclaimed nature journalist, teaches that love is sustained, compassionate attention. Let yourself fall in love with your life by paying attention. In fact, in ancient Hebrew education in the days of Daniel, the main purpose of education was to form habits of attention. And they taught that when these had once been secured, the pupil would be capable of mastering any subject that divine providence should put before them. So while you may see the classes offered as drawing and music and crafting and storytelling classes, they really are there to develop habits of attention. You now have the option to join at our basic or our premium level. In the basic level, you will have access to inspiration stations, where I will take you on a tour around the world and make connections to lay the foundation for a lifetime of learning. These inspiration stations only take 5 to 7 minutes a day, and many moms tell me the inspiration stations are their favorite part and has finally made the ideas of the well-educated heart click for them. It's like a mini Catch the Vision and Take 5 for your whole family. There's a little map work that goes along with it and quotes for copy work. We link you to a program where you can easily turn the quotes into print or cursive practice sheets. In our orientation videos, you will be introduced to the idea of pasture learning, and this painting we use to represent BAAH at Home will take on greater meaning. The inspiration stations give you ideas for study in pasture learning time. In our community platform, you will have ways to find and connect with other families near you, or make friends who live far away. Building friendships is so important for our children. I'm hearing from so many moms and kids in our community who tell me they are making some of the best friends they've ever had. Our basic plan also includes the art of conversation, with ideas for bringing families and friends closer together. You will also have access to all of our teen clubs. We have some amazing mentors who are volunteering their time to help your teens love Shakespeare, learn to paint, discuss world events and concerns, practice their Spanish, refine their taste through letter writing, poetry, and other activities, discuss Great Lives in our Great Lives book club, practice the art of conversation, or just get together and have a little fun. All these clubs are relaxed, and our teens are loving them. We'll keep growing more. The BAAH at Home basic level also includes a membership to BiblioGuides. All of the books I sorted and linked in the original Libraries of Hope site are being merged into this platform for much easier searchability. And there are other like-minded guides who are recommending their favorite finds. This is the place to look for wholesome books to nourish the souls of your children. The one comment I hear from moms the most when they start using BiblioGuides is, "Why did I wait so long? This is a game changer." You and your children will be guided to use this amazing resource as part of the inspiration stations. The basic level of BAAH at Home is available to you for just $29 a month per family, and you will be contributing towards our BAAH Center for Artful Living campus. BAAH at Home is the primary fundraising arm for our nonprofit projects, which I'll show you where you can learn more about in a moment. Now, I have 9 children. They are all grown up, but when they were at home, there was no way that I could afford to put all of them into music and art and sewing and cooking classes. So I wanted to find a way to make these kinds of classes available to more families on tight budgets. I wish I could have had this for my own children. If you choose our premium membership, Not only will you have access to everything in the basic level, your entire family will have access to all these classes I will now tell you about. When my children were little many years ago, I was drawn to the Monart method of drawing. Monart is fantastic at developing vital habits of attention, and what students are able to produce from their very first sessions is so gratifying and builds confidence. It's an internationally acclaimed program. Our teacher learned Monart as a young girl and later trained with Mona Brooks herself. In addition to Monart instruction, she brings in a variety of art activities and medium geared at various age levels, and her lessons all tie into our rotation schedule as we tour the whole world. For music, I wanted to find a program to help develop the musical ears of your children so that they can appreciate all kinds of music from all over the world. It needed to appeal to a wide age range. Music Together fits all I was looking for. This is a music program being taught in over 40 countries, and our teacher has been teaching for many years. She is amazing. You will be given access to an incredible online library of music, and you will be singing the same songs other children are singing in other countries. Music is a universal language. The program will change each year, and we will be adding in some instruments and other musical opportunities as we move along. The voice connects heart and mind. Music Together will give your family so many wonderful songs to sing. Just a note, while your membership includes all the instruction, in order to participate, you will need to pay an annual service fee to Music Together in order to access their incredible music collection and support. If you opt to not do that, you will still be learning folk songs each week with our teacher, but you won't be getting the full Music Together program. If you have gone through Catch the Vision, you may remember me telling you that I was wondering how I could inspire our young people to want to read the kind of stories that are in the Forgotten Classics Family Library. And I felt that if they could first hear some of these stories being told by storytellers with wonderful hearts, it would light a fire of desire. That dream has come true as we have a group of professional stories who are taking stories from the Forgotten Classics and bringing them to life, telling them by heart. Premium level members will have access to our entire storytelling library all the time. And not only that, 2 of our storytellers are teaching a class in restoring the art of storytelling so that we can grow more storytellers, just what our world needs. And not only that, 2 of our storytellers are teaching a class in restoring the art of storytelling so that we can grow more storytellers, just what our world needs. I was also concerned about helping our children learn to eat nourishing foods, and what better way to motivate them than to help them enjoy the art of cooking. So I found a cooking teacher who is helping us celebrate foods from around the world that are wholesome and delicious. And she teaches a little bit about the country's culture as we cook, of course, tied into the rotation. We will continue adding new recipes from around the world as we go along. Next, I wanted to feed the creativity of our young people. There is something so satisfying about creating something. So I found a teacher who was using her many years of experience as a sewing teacher to teach us both hand and machine sewing skills. There are fun projects that tie into the rotation topics, but she's also offering a quilt block a month class and a sampler in hand stitching that ties into our nature topics. A lot of moms have been surprised at how much their boys are enjoying this class. We are also offering instruction in knitting and crocheting. Our crafts teacher is bringing in so many fun craft ideas that also teach about the cultures of the countries we are studying. Often she'll bring a picture book to read to your littles. Almost all the crafts can be adapted to young or older children, and it takes some of the pressure off of you to come up with ideas. In the second year, she is focusing more on making things with natural materials found in our world. So what else did we need? Well, we want our kids to move, and folk dancing has long been a tried and trusted way to build community. So at least once a month, you'll find some instruction in a fun folk dance from the countries we're visiting. Music, drawing, storytelling, cooking, sewing, crafts, and folk dancing are all made available to you with our premium membership. Any single one of these classes for just one of your children would be over $50 a month, but we have made it possible for you to access all of these classes for your whole family for just $30 a month over the basic price at the premium level. I don't know of a more value-packed offering like this anywhere, and the good news is you don't have to leave home, and you can fit these classes into your own schedule. If you are homeschooling, if you add in a little math, what we are offering can be a complete program when you understand the philosophy behind it, which you will gain in the free Catch the Vision course. Or you can use it to enrich whatever else you may be doing. If you are not homeschooling, these offerings will still bless the lives of your family members. These activities are also a perfect way to bring families together in building a co-op. Come sing together, dance together, eat together, and share what you are learning and creating. Visit art museums and gardens and symphonies together. Put on plays. BAAH at Home gives your families a common culture. Whether you join at our basic level of $29 a month or our premium level of $59 a month, you are making it possible for us to build our central BAAH Center for Artful Living campus, where members of our BAAH community will have more opportunities to learn and connect in person. I tell more about the BAAH Dream at BAAHdream.org. For now, I will just say that whenever the world has been in trouble throughout history, it has been the inspired artists and storytellers, the poets and the musicians who reset the course going forward. The arts have the power to heal hearts. And all true change in our world begins in the home, in individual hearts. And remember, the arts give us an oasis of beauty to find rest, even in the midst of turmoil. I hope you will join our BAAH family as we try to do our part to lift our world to higher places. To join, please visit BAAHathome.org.